We can't afford the service cuts, but we also can't afford the job loss.
The reduction in service hours for the 90F and the elimination of the community circulator 802, I had the unpleasant duty of telling 2 people that they could no longer work for us.
I'm out here trying to find another job, which if you make the cuts into transportation, that'll be almost impossible.
This primarily serves the poor. How are they supposed to go ahead and get their food, medicines, go to their jobs, take care of their families? How?
And I need them to get to my job, get home from my job.
My children have been unable to get employment at certain places because we rely totally on bus service. And
so if these roads are cut, or these portions of these roads are cut, many of them won't be able to get to work.
I work every day, but if you cut the buses, I'm completely stuck with my job.
I'm a small business owner. I work at the PDC Cafe, and I need the bus. 34, I won't have a job.
If the buses are not running on the weekend, I won't be able to get to work.
As a school board member, when we lost the circulator, that really hurt our school district as well. You know, because cutting the service would really cause economic ripple effects for households across this community.
Taken back by how many of our patients would be impacted by these cuts. And I can tell you that, as many of you have said tonight, so many of the people we help every day ride paratransit or depend on transportation in the wee hours of the morning or late at night. And the concern is that so many people will lose their transportation. We're not just talking about getting to and from a store. We're talking about life-saving transportation.
We have clients that are looking for jobs who they're limited where they can find a job because there's no bus service.
And it would be absolutely devastating for our students for this bus to be eliminated.
The elimination of the 76 and 88 would literally be catastrophic to their employment at Bedford Medical Center. 3 individuals met with me this morning in my office to say literally if these lines were eliminated, they would potentially be losing their jobs. The 2 bus lines that potentially would be eliminated come right by the hospital. And if for whatever reason these lines were eliminated, we would have a huge access issue to patients in our community to prevent access to people getting to the hospital, and it's going to cost potentially 10 individuals in our organization their jobs. Thank you very much.
To Tri-C West, but I can't do it because the 68 doesn't run through Berea anymore.
My husband was employed, and it'll curtail the ability for him to be able to find adequate jobs.
Those bus lines need to be there to accommodate the complete computer. Children, elderly, property owners, because
it's bad enough the buses are being cut, and if you cut my 15, I can't go to school and I'm studying for my GED.
Take my kids to daycare. I'm looking for work. I volunteer, and I need public transportation.
But when you do things like eliminate 55 evening service, you're making the UPass program considerably less valuable to Cleveland State students.
The only way I'd be able to get to work or home from work is to walk to Detroit Road.
Cutting out the circulator has been just horrible for our people there. They're not able to get around, not able to go shopping, not able to get to their doctor's appointments.
They need the routes. People have employment.
I am from Rocky River, and with the 25 bus being cut on Saturday and Sunday, it leaves us with, on Sunday, it leaves us with no bus service at all.
it could be like 2.5 hours before you get to the other side of Parma.
Most of us don't have the means, and to eliminate service means either very little paratransit service or not at all, which would go back to the old 5-mile radius policy.
All the jobs that they've got generally are on bus lines because they can get to them. And if the changes make it a 2-hour ride instead of a 1-hour ride, standing in the cold in your changes between buses and stuff, it's going to make it a lot more difficult. That people who are disabled or are younger or older are being badly treated by these cuts.
We are in the limb salvage business,
If our patients can't get to their appointments, they lose limbs.
Residents that live in Euclid that want to go and participate in the events at the Expo Center, they will no longer have transportation to get there.
You know, I would not be able to get out and get a bus. And I feel the paratransit has kept me independent.
How am I going to get to my health care?
I cannot go out to see my daughter or go to my grandchildren's school programs.
If you discontinue this bus, how am I going to get to work?
Great inconvenience for the parents to get their children to school.
Get to work, get a new job that maybe I might be getting soon. I need the bus transportation.
Bus ride that used to be 45 minutes is now about 3 hours long.
Recently unemployed. Had I not been unemployed right before these hearings, the bus cuts would have made me unemployed because I would have not been able to get back and forth to work.